Knows her probably better than anyone. Former President William Jefferson Clinton. Welcome him to North Carolina.
Well, hello, Greensboro. Thank you, Mayor Vaughn. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your support. I want to thank Chancellor Gilliam for welcoming me here to UNC Greensboro. I want to thank the college Democrats who've been part of this program. Catherine Detweiler, thank you, Zachary Wiggins, and John Easterling, who reminded me that he met me 8 years ago when he was not old enough to vote. I thank Senator Kay Hagan, who served you so well, for coming out here. Look, North Carolina, you got a lot on the line. You can have a new governor in Roy Cooper, a new lieutenant governor in Linda Coleman, a new attorney general in Josh Stein, a new treasurer in Dan Blue, and they would present a face of North Carolina to all of America. And you can have a United States Senator in Deborah Ross, and I hope you will elect her. I saw where Deborah's opponent the other day said, it's very rare, he said, basically, vote for me, and I promise you I will not do my constitutional duty. That's right, that's what he said. He said, vote for me, and I will not confirm a single judge if Hillary's elected president. I don't think North Carolina needs another senator who will not do his constitutional duty. Vote for Deborah Ross. Now, the only other thing I want to say is this. When I was your age, believe it or not, I was once. And I do want to thank you for not eliminating my demographic entirely from this crowd. There are a few old gray-haired white guys in this crowd and some women. But when I was your age, North Carolina, to people like me growing up in Arkansas, represented the future. Great universities, a great future. People working together across racial lines and other lines that divided us. And we really believed that you would lead us there. And we all know what happened. In 1992, for example, when I ran for president, I lost North Carolina by 0.9% because Terry Sanford was taken ill and lost barely the Senate race. And we've been living with it ever since, one way or the other. You have a chance to change that. You have a chance to send a message to America and to your fellow citizens that yes, we are stronger together. Yes, love does trump hate. Yes, we are the state of answers, not anger. We are the state of empowerment, not resentment. We are the state of working together, not constant conflict. And yes, we are the state of bridges, not walls. Now look, it's close, it always is. And in the eastern part of the state, we got a little extra drag because you got a disproportionate hit from Hurricane Matthew. And a lot of people are just trying to put their lives back together. And we're working hard to help them go to the polls. But every single solitary vote matters. And it's the last point I want to make, and it's almost psychological as well as political. We have seen the stark differences between two candidates, two philosophies, two approaches to life that actually goes on inside most of us every day. I mean, think about it. When you wake up every day, it's like your body has scales inside. And there's hope over here and fear over there. There's resentment over here and yearning to be free of that and to be empowered to create a new tomorrow. We all live with it. And it's manifest in this campaign in stark terms. Look at this crowd. Look at this school. Look at your future. America is the best positioned big country in the world for the 21st century. We can lead the whole world away from all this madness, this religious hatred, this racial hatred, this killing people who disagree with us, to a new era of prosperity, shared prosperity. And everybody that tells you how terrible it is wrong. We just had the 80th month of job growth for the first time in American history under Barack Obama. So tomorrow you vote for change. The only question is, are you going to change backwards and go back to what messed us up, or change forward and build on what's been done so we can have shared prosperity, so we can fix the challenges with a health care law that has given more than 20 million people insurance, and 90% of people insurance for the first time in history? Are we going to have free community college tuition, free public college tuition for 80-something% of our people, debt-free college for everybody? Are we going to have a way for people who have debt already to pay it back as a small percentage of their after-tax income? And are we going to pass a bill that says if you get a small business loan, you get 3 full years where you don't have to pay back your college debt while you get your business up and going? In other words, things will allow us to rise together. So much of this campaign has been consumed by the acid that the other side has tried to pour down the throat of the American people to convince you that it's all bad. It's not all bad. It is mostly good. But we do have to create an economy and a society that is not rigged. An economy that's not rigged against the working class, that grows from the middle out and the bottom up. But if you look at the last 36 years, President Obama and I were president for 16 of those years. The trickle-down crowd, they had it for 20. Under their leadership, we created 15.8 million private sector jobs in 20 years. Even if you charge President Obama unfairly with the 3 million job losses that occurred because of the crash that happened just 4 months before he took office, he didn't have anything to do with it. The score is still they 15.8 million, we more than 32 million. Tell people we're voting for the future. Go out and claim your future. Go out and say, look at this crowd. This is our future. We're not cutting anybody out. We want to lift everybody up. I've been so proud of Hillary for saying everywhere in this country, even the people that aren't voting for us because they feel down and out and left behind and forgotten, and they believe they just want to vote for somebody who's mad at the same people they are, instead of having an answer that will allow us to rise together, I'm coming back for you too. Because we believe in change forward. We believe America needs everybody. We believe we can all rise together. That is what this is about. You are defining the future and character of your state and your nation for a generation. And lucky you, you got not just a presidential candidate who's the best change maker I've ever known. You have a great candidate for the Senate, a great candidate for governor, a great candidate for lieutenant governor, for attorney general, for treasurer. You can present a face to America and the world that everyone will want to follow, but it all comes down to who votes. It all will come down to who votes. So I will say again, I think Hillary has proved by enduring what she has endured that she's strong enough to be president. I think she has proved by achieving what she's achieved in every single role of life, when she walked out of law school and walked away from the big money and walked into South Carolina to get African-American teenagers out of prisons with adults, walked to South Texas to give long excluded Mexican-Americans the right to vote, walked into Alabama to shut down those illegal private academies falsely claiming tax credits to run segregated schools, walked up into the mountains in the Ozarks to give poor working people the first access to legal services they ever had. From that day to this, every single job she ever had, she tried to find a way for us all to rise together. That's what we're going to do. So, send them the signal tomorrow that North Carolina is the stronger together state. North Carolina represents the future of America and, God willing, the future of the world. North Carolina will not give in to anger, it will choose answers. It will not give in to resentment, it will choose empowerment. And it will choose stronger together. God bless you. Go get those votes out. Thank you.